big day is finally here. I can't wait to see how handsome you look in your tuxedo, my very own Clark Kent. Today is the day that we finally get to exchange vows and get married in front of all the people that we love.
You are the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'm so excited to stand in front of our family and friends to declare how much I love you. Everyone keeps asking if I've got the wedding jitters at all, but this is the most confident I've ever felt about a decision. You are my best friend, you are my rock, you are my inspiration, you represent all things great in this world.
You're a very special man, Seth. There's not a day that goes by I don't consider myself the luckiest woman in the world to have you as my partner in everything. You are my heart and soul, you are the man of my dreams, you are my everything. I will try every day to be the woman that you deserve, and that is worthy of the incredible man you are.
I will be the husband you deserve, the man of your dreams, because you deserve the very best this world has to offer. Are you guys crying?
I'm holding it together.
I hope you are as happy and as proud as I am today. You are my world. I love you so much. Seth. More than ever.
Your friends and family, different people wrote you a letter per year for the first 10 years of your guys' wedding.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes.
and welcome, everyone. Love is what has brought Seth and Erin together, and today we are all here to witness the shared love of this beautiful couple. Their enthusiasm is contagious, their certainty of their destiny together is inspiring, and their great expectations give us all a glimpse of the heights love can reach. But what do we mean by love? When we love, we see things other people do not see. We see beneath the surface, to the qualities which make our beloved special and unique. To see with loving eyes is to know inner beauty, and to be loved is to be seen and known as we are known to no other. One who loves us gives us a unique gift, a piece of ourselves, but a piece that only they could give us. Marriage is to belong to each other through unique and diverse collaboration. The secret of love and marriage is to be in love and in trust, to know in your hearts that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow, even when it is difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you both. It is a mutual enrichment, a give and take between two personalities, a mingling of two lives, which diminishes neither, but enhances both. Marriage is a supreme sharing of experience and an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. It is the joyous union of two people whose comradeship and mutual understanding have bloomed in romance. Today, Erin and Seth proclaim their love and commitment to the world. At this time, I'd like to ask the parents of Erin and Seth to please rise. This wedding is also a celebration of family. It is a blending of two families that have been separate up to this moment, but united from this day forward. Blending their different traditions, strengthening the family tree. And so I ask Erin and Seth's parents, do you stand with Erin and Seth in support and blessing of their marriage? Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to take a moment to recognize those that could not be with us here today. While they may not physically be with us, Erin and Seth feel their love and support, for they most certainly have had a hand in molding these two fine young people that we celebrate today. And just as those who are here with us in spirit have, the beautiful bridesmaids and reasonably handsome groomsmen have helped shape the lives of Erin and Seth. Throughout your years of friendship, each of you has in some way helped one or both of them become who they are, whether sharing in good times, encouraging professional success, or perhaps even providing comfort in a time of need. These two, and each of you as well, are better people because of the time you have shared together. And while the past is behind us, and you've all done a fine job getting Seth and Erin to this point, the future also holds many more celebrations, as well as challenges, and your kinship will continue to be needed. Your positive influence, reinforcement, and guidance will likely become even more important and necessary as Erin and Seth navigate life's challenges and successes as a married couple. Whether by blood or by friendship, you will someday be the aunts and uncles to their children, just as they have been to some of yours. And from what I gather, they're doing a pretty good job so far, so they'll certainly have some ground to make up. But as important as you all have been, I'd be fairly foolish not to mention a few other folks that have played perhaps the biggest part in shaping Seth and Erin. Robin and Jean, Kim and Bruce, I can easily say that none of us would be here to celebrate today if it wasn't for you. You have all done a remarkable job in raising these two wonderful people. And the siblings, they're all right too. But it is very clear that you all laid the groundwork of intelligence, passion and compassion, and a sense of humor that those of us standing here have glommed onto. While I am sure they are very thankful for all that you have done for them, the rest of us here today are thankful to you because of the joy that Seth and Erin have brought to our lives. And with that in mind, I'd like to invite some very important family to join us up here. Seth's grandmother from his mother's side, Joanne Raymond, to share an Irish blessing.
May joy and peace surround you. Contentment latch your door. May happiness be with you now and with you evermore. I love you. I love you.
Thank you, Joanne. I'd now like to invite Seth's father, Bruce, to read a poem that Seth's grandmother, Margot, wrote.
A grandmother's wish, and this is from my mother, obviously not from me. What happened to the blue-eyed little boy? He is suddenly old enough to take a bride. Together with Erin, he'll start a new life and walk hand in hand with his beautiful wife. They are handsome, sophisticated, ambitious, and bright. They'll take on life going forward as one, making dreams come true, work hard as they go, but also play and have some fun. I wish them Godspeed, good health, and long life. Let their sun always shine bright. Let their lives be fulfilled and happy delight. With love, family, and friends by their sides. Softa, 2016.
Thank you, Bruce. I now welcome Robin, Erin's father, up to perform the Celtic hand fasting ceremony.
So Erin and Seth are including hand fasting as part of their wedding ceremony. I'll first explain a little bit of what hand fasting is, and then I'll do the hand fasting ceremony. The hand fasting is in recognition of Erin's Scottish heritage, being maintained even 230 years after her ancestors on both her mother's and father's side emigrated together from the Western Highlands and Isles of Scotland to Canada. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic ceremony that formally recognized a marriage. It involves binding together the hands of the bride and the groom with ribbons or cord of different colors, and each color represents a different blessing. I assume that you've all heard the expression tying the knot. It undoubtedly originates from the hand fasting ceremony. For her hand fasting, Erin has chosen a length of fabric made up of the tartans of her parents' Scottish clans. And a tartan is a fabric, colorful fabric, that the clan's members wore to distinguish one clan member from the members of another clan. And I'll give this to Jean now. Erin's clans are Clan MacLeod on Jean's side, and Clan McGillis on my side. Clan McGillis long ago joined and became a sept of the MacDonald clan. Seth, when you marry Erin, you will become a member of her family clans. Today, the clans are basically ceremonial, but they were local kingdoms 600 years ago for a period of over 800 years, to the time the MacDonald clan defeated the Norwegian Vikings who had occupied their lands for 400 to 500 years. The chiefs of the Clan MacLeods have, for 800 continuous years, inhabited the clan's Dunvegan Castle on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. Interestingly, the 28th chief of the clan, the grandmother of the current chief, was born in 1878 at 10 Downing Street, a well-known address which was then owned by her grandfather. Clan McGillis originated 850 years ago as a nephew of the Norwegian king, Harald Gillies. The nephew had large land holdings on the Isle of Skye between the MacLeods and MacDonald's lands. So that was kind of the background, and now we'll go into the ceremony. Erin and Seth, I would ask that you join hands, right to right, left to left, as a symbol of the union that you are making here today. Jean, you wrap them, tie the knots? Okay.
She's ready.
I was too left. Erin and Seth, I'd like you to think about the hands that you are holding. These are the hands of your best friend holding your hands on your wedding day and promising to love you and to work together as you build your future together. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need strength, tenderness when you need tenderness, and love when you need love. These are the hands that will countless times Wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will hold all those whom you love. These are the hands that years from now will still be searching for your hands and still seeking the love, encouragement, and support that each of you seeks from the other. As you hold each other's hands, creating a continuous flow of love between your hearts, I ask that you receive the following blessings, represented by the colors of Erin's family's turbans. Red, symbolic of fire, that your union may be passionate. Blue, symbolic of calm and confidence, that your union may be at peace and that you may believe in each other. Green, symbolic of growth, that your union may be fruitful and your happiness abundant. And black, symbolic of water, that your union may flow and fill you to your depths. Know that you are holding the hands of your best friend. These are the hands you can count on. And this tartan is here to remind you of that. And Jean, if you would remove the tartan now without untying the knot and hold it for Seth and Erin. The knot should not be untied.
Thank you, Robin. Erin and Seth have decided to add a personal touch to their vows to each other. Now, Erin and Seth, please turn to one another as you declare your vows to each other. As you speak them to one another, you will discover that these are sacred promises, and these promises must be kept forever. When you say these words, they will take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you are saying to the world, Seth is my husband, Erin is my wife. Seth, do you take Erin to be your wife? Will you love, honor, and cherish her in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Erin, do you take Seth to be your husband? Will you love, honor, and cherish him in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Seth, as you look into Erin's eyes, please say your personal vows.
Erin, words cannot express how grateful I am to have you in my life. I'm so fortunate to call you my wife, my partner in life, and my champion. I promise to be your rock when you need stability. I promise to be the wind in your sails when you feel adrift. I promise to be your jester when you need a laugh. I promise to be your defense when you feel vulnerable. I promise to respect you and cherish you, hold you and comfort you. I promise to learn with you and grow with you as we gracefully age together. I will try new restaurants, new cities, and new countries with you. I will stand by your side and hold your hand from the shops of Paris to the parks of San Francisco to the streets of Valparaiso. I will do all in my power to be the husband you deserve. We will help each other through the hard times and celebrate in the great times. Together we will build a loving family which values honesty, curiosity, and teamwork. We will be a shining example of love and compassion. We will explore the world and make beautiful memories, and I cannot think of a better person to do it all with. I will love you always and forever.
Erin, as you look into Seth's eyes, please say your vows.
Seth, I choose to give you my whole heart with courage and faith. You are my person, my best friend, and my husband today and always. I choose you, Seth, for the man that you are and will be. Through our life together, I will listen to you and learn from you. I promise to encourage you, inspire you, and be your #1 supporter through adventures, opportunities, and dreams every stage of our lives. I will love you and stand by you, even through the toughest of times. I will cherish and comfort you. Be open with you and stay by your side. I will be your shoulder to lean on, the smile you can count on, and that hand you can depend on. I promise to treat our marriage with love and respect, and to never take it for granted. I'm excited to grow old together and to build a loving home wherever we are. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine.
Mark, may I ask you to pass the rings, please? These rings represent the vows and promises you've willingly exchanged here today. They reflect the commitment those words inspire and all your hopes and dreams for the future. Seth, please take this ring. Seth, as you place the ring on Erin's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
As a reminder.
as a reminder
That I will love.
that I will love,
Honor.
honor,
And cherish you forever.
and cherish you forever.
Erin, as you place the ring on Seth's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
As a reminder.
as a reminder
That I will love.
that I will love,
Honor.
honor,
And cherish you forever.
and cherish you forever.
May these wedding rings be a reminder to Erin and Seth of the commitment they have made today, and be as a testimony to all the world of their devotion in marriage. Go into the world and fulfill your dreams. Love, support, and help one another as you grow. Seek out opportunities to be good to each other. From this day forward, you live together in peace. May you grow each day in understanding and compassion. When you are apart, may you return to one another in togetherness. May the home you establish be a place of sanctuary where many will find a friend. Erin and Seth, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you have just made. It is with this in mind that I pronounce you husband and wife. Seth, you may kiss your bride.
Oh no, I got lipstick all over you. No, you definitely have to get rid of it.
And now, to all the friends and family who have come to celebrate this union, I take great pleasure in presenting for the first time as newlyweds, Erin and Seth.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, you leave me, the world would show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God
celebration of the wedding of Seth Lowry and Erin McGillis. We are Seth's newest brothers, Mark and Rory, and we will be emceeing this evening. And now, everybody welcome the newlyweds.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom 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 Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom 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 Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom 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 Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom Aleichem, Amen Shalom 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 Aleichem. Zina 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 Zina, Amen Shalom. I'm in the sun. Zena, Zena, Margarina. I think I'm in a Monanina. Zena, Zena, Margarina. I need a Megano. Well, Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, hey, la do. Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, Simmental, Mazeltal, Mazeltal, Simmental, hey, la do. Hey, la do, hey, la do. Kol amo Israel, Elanu, Kol amo Israel, David Melech היה דוד מלך ישראל, די ודי. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Tonight, we're living up. Pick up my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my God. Jump off the sofa, let's pick it up. Well, 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 well. Ah, well, well, well. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey. Well, 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 well. Avenu shalom aleichem, avenu shalom aleichem, avenu shalom aleichem, avenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing.
What a great start to the evening. What a lot of fun there. Way to be everybody out there. And sorry, just before we get started, my daughter just wanted to say one quick thing to Seth here.
Welcome, Seth, to Canada.
Can you say congratulations, Seth and Erin?
Congratulations, Seth and Erin.
Mark, I don't think that many people here actually know the origin story of how Erin and Seth started their relationship.
Yeah, you're right, Rory. I think we should give everybody a little bit of background.
In 2008, the U.S. elected a Kenyan socialist to be president.
Wrong.
Yeah, now you say it's wrong. But let's just focus on the story. You can imagine our surprise in Canada at the time.
Eager to seize the moment of this American embrace of internationalism, the Canadian intelligentsia, Gord, Doug, and Ryan Gosling, hatched a secret mission. A Canadian would be sent deep into the US in the future-oriented environment of their Silicon Valley.
The mission was simple, to spread Canadian propaganda in the heart of this valley in an indoctrination campaign to promote a more passive-aggressive Canadian pathology that would introduce more calm, civil, and not afraid sometimes to say I'm sorry behavior south of the border, and to make the U.S. vulnerable to our long-awaited takeover.
Erin was an obvious choice for the mission, having just the right natural qualities to fit into the U.S. culture. Erin is confident, daring, and earmuffs, kids, takes shit from no one.
Erin's sleeper cell returned with many positive reports of her progress. Ottawa was delighted to hear that hockey was being played openly in the streets of San Francisco. The team sat back in wonder, imagining the possibilities. Public health care in every state, and the sound of A's echoing everywhere. In the Canadian Situation Room, it was maple syrup body shots all around. That is, until the day Erin was sniffed out by a counter agent.
We were at first very encouraged when Erin informed us that she had met a charming, young American man who seemed to be going places.
However, when we met Seth, we knew her mission had been foiled because he's the most Canadian person we've ever met.
Seth is well-mannered, polite, respectful, and humble. And I kid you not, he has a flannel onesie. He's like a Canadian parody, I'm sorry to say.
America's intelligence agencies have won another round, and today we happily concede their victory as we welcome Seth into our family, cheer on the nuptials of this wonderful couple, and celebrate tonight with this fun-loving, cross-border, beautiful crowd of people.
As you know by now, I'm Robin, the father of the bride, and of course Jean, mother of the bride. And we are delighted to welcome you here today for this wonderful celebration, marriage of Seth and Erin, and the joining of the Lowbury and McGillis families. A special welcome to Seth's mother, Kim, and her fiance, Bruce, to Seth's father, Bruce, and his wife, Rosie, and Seth's grandmothers, Margot Lowbury and Joanne Raymond, all of whom had to travel long distances to be here today. Very much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. And it's likely that many of Seth's friends and Erin's friends from San Francisco and Seattle had not been to Toronto before, so we hope you're enjoying our city. I'm sorry, but the weather's been a bit cold. I hope not too cold for you. And it may be hard for you to believe, but it was actually over 90 degrees Fahrenheit earlier this week. So I don't know where this blew in from. First, I want to extend a huge thank you to Seth's family for being so welcoming and kind to Erin. And thank you very much for all you've done and so generous and kind to us when we visited you in Seattle just a month ago. And we had a lot of fun, by the way. Thank you, guys. And Erin, you are our baby, and now you're a married woman. Isn't she the beautiful bride? You have always been a wonderful daughter who has brought much joy into our lives. When we think of you, the four words that often come to mind are, you make us proud. You've always easily formed close, long-lasting friendships with terrific people. And some of those people, dating back to your elementary school days, are still some of your best friends, and they're here today to celebrate with you, along with some of your new friends from San Francisco, and that's wonderful. We're also proud that you are an enthusiastic, natural leader without a shy bone in your body, one who has never hesitated to share both her opinions, which are usually right on the mark, and to let people know exactly what you think, but always in a way that is both acceptable and appreciated. You know, I've always appreciated your leadership and thoroughness, and especially in the last year when I've now retired and had some more time to spend with you, and you organized and planned our trips and visits with you and Seth in San Francisco, Paris, New York, Seattle. It was wonderful. And Erin even has her own driver to take you on wine tours in Napa and Sonoma. And what does she say? Just because I live in San Francisco doesn't mean I'm always going to be the designated driver when you're out for this. So that's always fantastic. And we're also proud of the many accomplishments that you have, excelled at. You wanted to learn the French language, So he had an apartment in Paris at the age of 21 and studied at the Sorbonne, and then later on the Mediterranean. You excitedly moved to San Francisco about 5.5 years ago to assist Achievers in opening an international office there. You completed a full-fledged evening college course shortly after you started to work at your first job because you wanted to be able to knowledgeably order wine for your client dinners. And you have twice moved from jobs where you were excelling because you thought maybe you could learn more, get more knowledge and experience by going to a new job. Very impressive. Not easy to do, but you've succeeded every time. Now, Seth, we are thrilled that Erin has found you and chosen you as her husband. Truly, we couldn't be happier to welcome you to be part of the McGillis family and with the uniting of the McGillis and Lowbury families. It makes us very happy to see how respectful, loving, generous, and thoughtful you are with our Erin. And I especially like how you always do your absolute best at everything you do, which is darn good considering how bright you are. And he has no room for just getting by or doing the minimum. And what was this? I remember asking you when you gave that beautiful diamond engagement ring to Erin. I said, Seth, what do you know about diamonds? He said, well, quite a lot, actually. And I knew Seth by that time, and I knew that was be an understatement. He probably knew more than most diamond merchants by that time. He gets to the bottom of things, let me tell you. And you're well loved by all of us, young and old alike. Erin's 4-year-old niece, Charlotte, who was around here earlier this evening, and her 2-year-old son, Spencer, nephew, Spencer, are always just bursting with pure joy and excitement when you visit, and they want to always monopolize your time. I see how good and patient you are with them, and you will be a great father someday. Last summer, during a quiet moment with Abuela Corral, my son Rory's grandmother, who is also a great-grandmother, volunteered that she liked you from the moment she met you. That is the effect you have on everyone. I understand that I should offer Erin and Seth some advice, but before I do that, I want to congratulate you from moving on from when are you getting married to when are you going to have a baby? Seth, never laugh at Erin's choices. You are one of them. 2 things will be necessary to keep Erin happy. First, let her think she's getting her way. Second, let her have it. On a more serious note, always remember that you can only give love. You cannot take love. Focus on what you can give to your marriage and not on what you can take from it. If you are programmed to receive, you will never be happy. But if you're programmed to give, you can be happy anytime you want. A big thank you for everyone for coming. I hope you have a most enjoyable evening.
Hello, thank you everyone. I'm Seth's mom, Kim, and I'm gonna do my best not to cry immediately, like I did when I turned the corner and saw the 2 of them. There's Seth waiting for his beautiful bride, Erin. Where does a mother begin? Seth was just born yesterday. I guess I'm crying right now. Where did the time go? My bald-headed, sweet blue-eyed baby boy has grown into a wonderful, amazing man. I am the luckiest mom in the world to have you as my son, and now to have Erin as my daughter. When meeting Erin, I immediately knew she is the woman every mother dreams her son will marry. Smart, outgoing, attractive, fit, adventurous, and so much more. During one trip to the Bay Area to visit my family, Erin joined my mom and I for dinner in San Francisco. I believe Seth was still living in Seattle at the time. I remember looking across the table and telling her that if Seth did not ask her to marry him, I would propose to her, as we were not going to lose her. Then fast forward, and I got a call one night when both Seth and I were driving. He was probably coming home from work, and he wanted to bounce some ideas of how to propose to Erin off of me. These types of conversations mean the world to me. The most moving moment for me is when I wrote in a card to Erin stating that I am entrusting her with my son's heart and soul, as sort of passing of the torch, as I know she is now number one, now and forever. When friends come to congratulate me on my son's engagement, they always say, well, you know, you have to accept her, but gosh, do you like her? And I passionately and honestly look them square in the eye and smile and say, I love her. Congratulations, Seth and Erin, and thank you all for joining us on this most wonderful occasion.
How do I follow that? That's just not even fair. I'm Bruce, and I'm Seth's dad, and wow. To see these two people together, it's amazing. Where do I start? I'm going to start by reading this because I wouldn't get through it any other way. This is such a happy day. Oh, and first, most importantly, to Canada, all you folks here, thank you for welcoming us from the U.S. to Canada. We may all be moving here soon, so just understand that. I understand the housing prices here are much better than in Seattle, so. Sorry, had to say it. This is such a happy day, a joyful occasion for everyone here, but most importantly, for the two of you. The weekend represents the beginning of the next chapter, not only in your lives, but in the villages that raised you. Seth, your ability to organize and qualify have been the staple of your life, whether it was developing the perfect swim stroke, putting a roll cage in a car, or, crossing a river in a Jeep where the water was a little too deep, and building a stereo. You do everything in a knowledgeable way that is magical to watch. Okay, I'll admit, sometimes. Everything you took on, from DECA to being an officer in your fraternity, you have proven extremely successful. Erin, your ability to lead and motivate those around you shines through like the sun on a warm, clear day. Your warmth radiates so much, you light up the room you walk into. And I'm willing to wager that in college, when you showed up, everyone said, okay, now the party can start. Your smile is engaging, and you're just fun to be around. Individually, you're both amazing people, but together, you're an unstoppable force and can overcome any obstacle put before you because you have each other. Your love for each other is like a bright star, one whose bright light can be seen by everyone who meets you. Yes, it was obvious the first time Rosie and I saw you together. Okay, Maybe not the first time, but it became very obvious very quickly. Sorry, Seth. It was not a secret when you came to me and said, Dad, I'm going to propose. Everyone knew it. It was just a matter of you coming to the realization. Erin, you came into Seth's life, and I believe he found that missing component that makes him complete. And Erin, I think you found that calm strength that would help you weather any storm. But most importantly, you brought color into each other's lives, and that is what makes it special. Seth, I'm sure you bring more than just a clean, organized drawer to the kitchen utensils. And Erin, I am sure you brought a whole new level of spontaneity into his. Or at least I hope you have. We're so proud of both of you. You are two amazing individuals that make a fantastic couple. You have made a choice and a commitment in a life that is forever, and everyone here, I can't even read this. I'm like, sorry. And everyone here is honored to be allowed to share in seeing and hearing this commitment made. The picture of the two of you with the Golden Gate Bridge says it all. You are in love. You have each other, and your bond is a force of nature. Let me say, for rich or poor, quick or slow, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward, and may all your hopes and dreams come true, and may the memory of this day become dearer with you each passing year, and may the glow of your love shine like the bright star now and forever. And let me also say, there are two gentlemen, my father, David Lowbury, and my ex-father-in-law, Gene Raymond, who are watching over us today. And in their hearts, I also know they would consider it a blessing and an honor that you two are together forever.
You guys know that feeling when you meet somebody for the first time, and even if you don't know what it is, you just know they've got it and you just want to be around them. So he's never said anything even close to that, but I like to think that Seth felt like that the first time he met me back in school. And so I'm Andy. I'm one of Seth's best men. I have the big privilege of being one of his best friends, and as my wife has said, his heterosexual life mate, I think. So, you know, a little bit of each. So, Lindsay emailed a few days ago, said I had to keep this short, 30 to 50 minutes. She's actually said, 3 to 5, and then Mark and I made sure that actually wasn't a typo. So, it's pretty uncharacteristic, but I actually do have a couple notes. Normally I sort of wing these things, but I want to make sure that I have it all down. So, first, big round of thank yous. I'm going to start with my beautiful wife because Robin's been married longer than I have, and he did it first, so that's what I'm going to do as well. So, love you, Mel. Next, though, there's Robin, Jean, Kim, Bruce, Safta. It's been awesome. Really great weekends. I mean, the venue, this is amazing. The rehearsal, everything. Hats off to you, Mr. Long, because the ceremony was great as well there. So I'm just really, really happy I could be part of it. More important than any of that, though, is I just want to thank especially the four of you guys for raising four of the best people that I know. Seth, or excuse me, a couple of the best people I know. Seth, Erin, so happy to be part of this, and thank you for asking me. And also, Seth, thank you for making Erin drink enough to allow Mark and I to stand up here and talk in front of everyone you love. So, happy to do that. Erin, the beautiful night. Bridesmaids, it's been great. Yeah, absolutely. Ladies, it's been great getting to know you. I've heard so many stories, over the course of these years, so it's been really nice to actually meet you now and know you a little bit. So you guys look phenomenal as well, of course. Fellas, much better than Mexico. I mean, Cat's super low bar, but you did it. You beat that one. And then, Seth, clip-on tux, almost looks real. It looks great, right? But Clark Kent, Don Draper, a little bit of both. Love it all there. So another part. So, been hearing these Toronto stories for just years now, right? So, started looking it up. It's been really nice to actually be up here and learn a little bit about it. So, a couple fun facts I learned about Toronto. Trading post by the French in 1750, set out by John Simcoe in 1793 as the city of York. My personal favorite is that after you're married, if you walk past the McGillis house, your wife instantly gets pregnant. So, you know. Actually, so I almost forgot about that until Mel kept saying, you know, hey, when can we go see where Erin grew up? When can we go? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like I was saying, you know, usually I just kind of throw this together, sort of wing it when we're going. I kind of struggled with this one a little bit, though, about what I wanted to say when I was up here. And it's not because of a lack of things to say by any means, but just thinking about how I could possibly sum up the camaraderie and the brotherhood and what an important piece of my life Seth has been in 3 to 5 or 30 to 50 minutes. I just didn't exactly know what I was going to do, though. So, you know, I try not to throw those words around flippantly, brotherhood and camaraderie and all that stuff. But in every sense, in every piece, that's exactly what Seth has been to me. He's been a brother for years and absolutely one of my best friends. And this started back in school, like I was saying, back in college, but a couple months after we graduated, Seth and a couple other guys in the room and I moved into a house, and we had our first career jobs. We had the cabs on speed dial. We had disposable income, and we could still go to the bars on a weeknight. So, you know, things seemed pretty great. Everything was new. It was an adventure. Yeah, we felt invincible. I was diagnosed with brain cancer. It kind of stopped everybody's fun there. And so, you know, I say that most of us were out of school, or I was. Seth was still very, very much in school. So if I remember right, it was, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays going to class for 8 hours a day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he's getting up at like 4 a.m. He's going to work at the company. He first started out with an internship, and it happened to be like nearly a 2-hour bus ride. And after I got diagnosed, he never missed a single chemo appointment with me. And then I was like, man, you don't have, you know, even after I told him to just stop doing all of that, never missed a single one of my big doctor's appointments with me. And then 7 days after I had brain surgery and decided to get a dog, which to a lot of people sounds probably like a terrible idea. Seth, who loves dogs, like, that's a phenomenal idea. And then, you know, when I was too sick to get up, get out of bed, he's the one who helped raise her a lot. And, you know, I don't know, Kim, I think whatever you got in your eyes must be in mine as well, though. But, you know, that's just the type of guy Seth is, though. He's determined, unrelentless, passionate, compassionate, but at the same time, just so focused on what he wants, but on those around him. And I just really, really can't say the admiration and the appreciation that I have for those things, but I think one of the things that makes me happiest is I know Erin sees those exact same things as well. And what probably makes me even happier is that over the course of these years, I've been able to see each snippets of those qualities back in you as well. And just that alone makes me as happy as I could possibly be. So I love you guys. That chapter I talked about is so far behind us now. And we've written so many other stories about, you know, new cities, new jobs, new ambitions, new goals, new everything. But I am so excited to have you been a part of those past stories and continue writing these new ones here with you. So I love you guys, and I'd like to propose a toast to Seth and Erin forever.
So I'd like to start first by congratulating Erin and Seth on a beautiful wedding and hopefully a beautiful life. So I'm thrilled to be here celebrating today with you. As Erin's older sister, I've had the pleasure of watching her grow. sweetheart. It's in my eyes, too. And to a confident, generous, accomplished woman. And so I'm probably best placed to tell you all a little bit about Erin, and also maybe to give Seth some advice about his beautiful bride. First, Erin is competitive. Her desire to win started at a very early age. Easter mornings were a big deal at the McGillis household because, chocolate's a very, very, very yummy treat in our house, and everybody's sort of a chocoholic. And Erin, being the youngest, always seemed to somehow have the most chocolate every morning, which doesn't make sense given she's the youngest of 3, until we found out what her trick was. Erin would wake up very early on Easter mornings when everyone else was sleeping and scout out around the house to find all the hiding spots and then climb back into bed and pretend to be asleep. So once the Easter egg hunt started, Erin magically knew where everything was. So Seth, be careful, because Erin is out to win. Next, and as a lot of people here know, Erin has a lot of energy. I always think she's like a champagne bottle ready to pop. She's the life of every party. And can chat up about anybody and never shies away from a challenging debate. Not long ago, Erin and Seth were in Toronto for just one weekend. In that weekend, Erin had her hair and makeup trials, had engagement photos taken, met with her wedding coordinator to finalize the plans for this evening. She attended her bridal shower, had her bachelorette, followed up to Seth's Canadian bachelor party, and then was my daughter's godmother at her baptism the following day. And for most people, they would faint at the thought of a weekend like that, but for Erin, it's just a weekend. So Seth, stock up on jet fuel and get running shoes. Third, Erin is passionate. Erin was raised in a household where dinner was debate time, and what made that interesting was the people's positions could change like 180 degrees on a dime and still be argued just as confidently. So it was more the conviction and quickness of the argument rather than really having any merit at all. And Erin was a very, very worthy opponent, let me tell you. So Seth, don't take it personally, it's playtime, but keep your phone close by to fact check. Erin's very dedicated to her family. Erin's taken the role of auntie and fairy godmother very seriously. She's traveled thousands of miles back and forth across Canada and the US to attend birthday parties, christenings, and other special family events. Even when battling jet lag and very little sleep, Erin's excited to see my little munchkins and is frequently awoken at literally the crack of dawn by pitter-patter of my children running into her room because they're excited to play with her. Watching her not only play with my children, but mediating their little squabbles and attempting to reason with my 4-year-old daughter, I know she's going to be a wonderful mother one day. Seth, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but if you haven't figured it out, the energy levels are kind of like in the genes of the McGillises, so you might want to invest in some eye masks and sleep pills and noise-canceling headphones for when the day comes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can talk to Jean over there. Last, Erin is kind and generous. She's the type of person who sends cupcakes congratulating on new jobs and never forgets a birthday. And she's always there when you need advice or someone to talk to. Seth, you are actually very similar on this front. I think I remember receiving a birthday text from you before we'd even met, and I don't even know if I actually officially knew about you at the time. So it's pretty impressive. I think I even got a Mother's Day card from you, which is very impressive. So you don't really need any advice from me on that front. Erin, you're simply the best. And I feel incredibly lucky to have you as a sister. Given how amazing Erin is, I knew it would take a special person to win her heart and to keep up with her. Enter Seth. It was clear on their first visit to Toronto that Erin was taken with Seth, but he still had to earn the family approval. Seth passed the grappa tasting test with flying colors, and then charmed the new self-appointed head of the family, my oldest daughter, Charlotte. After a weekend of jumping on the bouncy castle, swimming in the pool, coloring, and playing hide-and-go-seek, Charlotte was smitten and Seth was in. Seth, I'm so happy to have you as a brother-in-law. You are thoughtful and kind, not only to my sister, but to everyone. And you make every room you're in interesting, warm, and fun. Seth and Erin, you are similar in so many respects and complement each other perfectly with your differences. With the respect and love you share for each other, you'll be able to tackle everything that life throws your way. My wish for you is that you never forget how you feel this evening. Your love story is just beginning. So I'd like to conclude with an Irish blessing. May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, slow to make enemies, quick to make friends, but rich or poor, quick or slow, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. And may the joys of today be those of tomorrow.
All right, well, I'm Mark, Seth's younger brother. If there's any reservation about my brother's character, hopefully I can squash that now. This is gonna get real really quick. I'm honored to get the chance to present to my brother and all of his friends the kind of person that he is. In 2011, some police officers met me outside my college classroom, telling me we can do this the easy way or the hard way. They took me to forced psychiatric evaluation. A few years prior to that, I found myself in a burn ward for scars that I'm gonna have to explain to my kids someday. But why I bring that up is because it was because of my brother that I made it out of that trap. And it's because of him that I'm here today. It feels like after every dark episode of my life, he's my North Star. He's the person that I can look up to. He's my Bible. He's my Torah. He's all that I have to read to know what to do when I'm lost. It took a good, hard conversation between my brother and a man who I consider my second brother now, Andy Keener, to enlighten me about how great my life was actually going. I was in a good school. I was tackling a hard major. Great internships, have a good job, and the one constant variable in all of the good things that have been going on in my life, despite my own self-destruction, was my brother's constant support and guidance. He's done something for me that I don't think I'll ever be able to repay. He guided me to a life that I'm actually proud of. And so I guess that's what brings me to Erin, is that I know that maybe I can't repay the things that you've done for me, but maybe this is the world repaying you in its own special way. You two make a strong team. You both complement each other's tenacity for life And anyone that's around you, I don't know if they're younger than you or older than you, but I know that they look up to you. And the way that you carry yourselves and the resolve of your relationship. And I hope that someday I can mirror that. So I'd like to propose a toast. To having role models and love in your life. Thank you.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see the blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies blue, clouds are white, bright blessed day, a dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces, people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? You know they really say, yeah, I love you. Are your babies crying? I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces, people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? You know they really say, yeah, I love you. Are your babies crying? I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh,
Before we introduce the next speakers, we want to say a few final words ourselves.
Rory and I each grew up without brothers. So it would be easy to riff on that to welcome another male into the family. But we want to elevate it a little to say that Seth's not just any other guy. It was sometime in 2013, none of us really remember when we first met Seth on a visit up to Toronto. Admittedly, Rory and I can be a bit tough at times, particularly after the ribbing Erin used to give to me. But Seth held his own, and it quickly became apparent that he couldn't be rattled very easily. It didn't take long for him to fit right in, heading out to record stores with Robin to find some classic rock albums, helping Jean with dinner, or playing in the sandbox with Charlotte and Spencer. Seth is smart, generous, passionate about life, and great at coloring. Seth, Rory, and I are thrilled to have you as a brother, but more importantly, as a friend.
And now briefly, Erin. Erin is my little sister, but for quite a long time, I've been the one learning from her and in awe of her. It was no surprise to me when Erin told me that she'd be moving to San Francisco to help her company in its extraordinary growth and its expansion from the West Coast. I think the space allowed Erin to continue her own very extraordinary growth story. We've heard a lot of complimentary things said about Erin, and so I don't want to belabor the point. I think that suffice to say that I couldn't be more proud that she's my sister. And to close off our MC duties of the evening, I think we should say that these two lovebirds make a great match. If you looked at them on paper, you would say they're very impressive, both in their careers and in the CV. But I think it's really, to everybody here, to anyone who's met them, is that they're fun, entertaining, good-humored, adventurous, and you just so much enjoy being around them and love them. I didn't know where I was going with that. And let me do a nod to my mother right now, who's going to appreciate this next comment. But I think on behalf of everybody here, we can't wait to see what kind of kids you two will produce. And without further ado, the married couple.
I was just sharing a laugh with Rory because we have no idea where Robin is, and now we're going to have to sing and dance until he gets back. Don't worry, Seth is prepared, right?
No.
Oh, he's right there.
Robin. Take your seat. Good evening, friends and family. We're hoping that you're having a wonderful time with us so far this evening. Looking around this room right now, we're just so grateful to see all of our beautiful friends and family who are here in support of our journey. So many of you have traveled from all over to help us celebrate tonight. We love you very much, and we are forever grateful that you are here with us. To Jean and Robin, throughout my life, you have given me every opportunity and supported me through my decisions, from making a mint by teaching swimming lessons in our backyard, to hosting some pretty crazy parties in that same backyard. Woo! Ryan remembers that. To my exchange programs in the UK and France, and to helping me move to San Francisco, and now to planning this incredible evening. I had them running around, rest assured. You have always been incredibly generous with your love, time, and advice, and you've certainly shown me the qualities of not only great parents, but great people. And maybe a thing or two on how to host people and host a good event. So thank you for that. The gift that keeps on giving. With over 41 years of marriage under your belt, you've demonstrated what it takes to be in a marriage. You've taught us the importance of family and how to build a loving home. And I could never thank you enough for that. Maureen. I can see the waterworks starting. You've been a dream come true, sister, from letting me read your diary. Lots of things. Teaching me what is cool. You remember that background photo from grade 8 class pictures? Heather and I tried to mimic the same thing the next year. And paving the way on so many fronts. You are one of the strongest and bravest women that I know. You accomplish whatever you put your mind to, and I will always admire that about you. Thank you for being my maid of honor. Well, Rory, I should be thanking you for wearing out Jean and Robin. By the time it came to me, their third, there wasn't much I could do to cause any more gray hair. We've been through so much together, and to steal your words, I'm so proud of the man, husband, and father, most recently, that you've become. Yeah. He's hanging out back there. Mark and Isabel, you complete our family. Thank you for teaching Seth all of our crazy family traditions and still encouraging him to come and join us. Bruce and Kim, I feel so fortunate to be married to Seth. He's one of a kind. You did an incredible job of raising him into the man that he is today, and the man that I love with all of my heart. In fact, so do most people in this room. I think we've heard it over and over tonight. Thank you, Kim, Bruce, Rosie and Bruce, Grammy and Safta, Lexi and Mark, for welcoming me into your beautiful family. You made me feel at home immediately, and I'll always be grateful for that.
Mom and Dad, thank you for encouraging me to be the best person I can be. Thank you for all of the adventures we went on when I was a kid, challenging me to explore the world through my own eyes. Thank you for teaching me what it means to be a good person, a thoughtful and conscientious person. Thank you for showing me what hard work can achieve. And finally, thank you for throwing away the dead snake I brought in from the bushes outside when I was a toddler. It was probably for the best. I hope you are as proud of me as I am of you. Rosie and Bruce, thank you for being so engaging and thoughtful over the years. My mom and dad and I are all better for having you in our lives. Your humor and compassion, generosity is inspiring. I borrow from it every day. I look forward to many more great memories, great meals, and lost golf balls. Mark, thank you for being my partner in crime all these years. You have always been my key source of motivation in life. To impress you, to set a good example when I could, and to try to set a high bar, which you always managed best. I'll never forget the day I came home from university and we got into a wrestling match, and it occurred to me very quickly that I no longer had the strength advantage that I did growing up. Well, I no longer possess any advantage because of my 2 years on you, so I look forward to what we can push each other to achieve in the decades to come. You are the greatest. I love you dearly. Robin and Jean, thank you for raising Erin to be the insightful, supportive, and independent woman she is today. She's understanding, compassionate, and intelligent. As you know, I love her dearly, and I look forward to many years of exploring the earth at her side. Thank you for always opening your home to me. You are so warm and inclusive. You create such a welcoming environment, and I'm very excited to be joining your beautiful family. Also, thank you for not enforcing the weight restriction on the bouncy castle. Charlotte, Spencer, and I have shared some very good laughs hopping around.
To my girls, you mean the world to me. I'm so grateful to have such talented women who inspire me, guide me, and support me throughout all of life's adventures. No matter how far or close we are in proximity, you've always made me feel like you were in the next room. On average, we have about 19 years of friendship between us, which means we've been through a lot of life steps together, and we're just getting old. But our first day of kindergarten, to high school formals, trips to Europe, everything at Queen's, excelling at careers, meeting the loves of our lives, and most of you becoming beautiful mothers. Thank you for being such strong women and role models for me. I love you very much. And of course, a special thank you to our adorable flower girls and our little ring bearer. You brought some wonderful entertainment this evening.
To my groomsmen, you are all one of a kind, the best friends I could ask for. You've always been there to support me at the drop of a hat, and I can only hope to return the favor someday soon. I've been told many times over the years that I've shared some good memories with you, and I remember a few of them. So here's to our politics over beers, top-notch career strategery, and of course, many good laughs ahead. A special thank you to Rory and Mark for emceeing our reception. You've kept us entertained and very much on time, so thank you for that. Technically, the halfway point between Toronto and San Francisco is a place called Ogallala, Nebraska. Population 4,000. Since we didn't want to jolt the population by 5% by getting married there, the next best option was this great city. Thank you to everyone who came from beyond Ogallala to be with us tonight. We know it's not easy and cheap to take the time from work to pay for airfare to fly across the continent, so we love that you could share in our experience this evening and be with us here.
Adam, thank you for being our amazing officiant tonight. I think you have a career in officiating weddings. We want to say a quick thank you to the wonderful folks who helped make this evening so special. Our designer and planner, Lindsay, and her team, our band, George St. Kitts, pretty awesome, and his talented musicians, and especially the Arcadian staff and kitchen tonight who have done a remarkable job of making this night so special. Seth, this is for you. You look so handsome tonight. I'll never forget today, yeah. My own Clark Kent. I'll never forget today and the way I feel about you right now. Thank you for being my person now and for always. When I met you, everyone told me you were an old soul. I fell in love with that old soul and everything about you. You make me a better woman by challenging me, teaching me, encouraging me, and supporting me. I couldn't have dreamed of a better partner. There is no challenge that will scare you away, Seth. Whether it's moving to a new city, doing $1 billion currency roll 1 week before the wedding, a half marathon, or the CFA designation. I mean, how many people can tell you that they needed surgery because they studied too hard? there's definitely one other person in this room, Michael Titus. But it's pretty rare. We've had so many wonderful experiences and memories already. I can't wait for a lifetime of more adventures. Seth, I choose you. And I'll always choose you. Over and over and over. Without pause, without a doubt, in a heartbeat. I'll keep choosing you. I love you.
I know I've told you this 100 times already, but you look absolutely stunning tonight. Your beauty is only matched by your radiant personality. I'm in love with every part of you. I'm so proud to call you my wife. The last few months have had their hectic moments between planning this weekend, new jobs, and travel, but you handled everything with poise and grace, a demonstration of how incredible you really are. Thank you for the months of late nights, working weekends you put in to make this wedding such a special event. I'm excited about our future. We have many exciting adventures ahead, and I can't wait to blaze the trails by your side. Without further ado, please enjoy the evening. Again, thank you all so much for helping us celebrate the next chapter in our lives. It means more to us than we can ever express that you were able to share in this evening with us. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Chin
Cheers.
chin, everyone. Thank you.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want me to is all I need. You make me feel so brand new. I wanna spend my life with you. Let me say that since we've been together, loving you forever is all I need. Let me be the one you come running to. Oh, I wanna spend my whole life you. So baby, let's stay together, loving you weather times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why do people break up, turn around and make up? I just can't see. You never do that to me. I'll never be you. So baby, let's stay together, loving you weather times are good or bad, happy or sad. Every time I'm good or bad, happy or sad. Why Why do people break up? Turn around and make up. I just can't see. Let me be the one you come running to. All I can do, wanna do. So baby, let's stay together. I'm loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. I said baby, let's stay together. Times are good.